you're all doing great. Today I want to share with you one of the newest collections from OPI, and this is the coming spring and summer collection, and it has the name Youre Centrale. I'm going to show you how they're in their texture, their consistency, opacity, and things like that. So if you want to see this collection, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start with the light colors. It looks a bit white on camera, but it is more like a light beige. And this one is the name My Vampire is Buff. This color is a pale nude with some beige tones in it. And this is a cream polish. It looks a bit streaky on one coat, so I definitely recommend two. And we're gonna see the difference when you apply a second coat. But here we have one coat of My Vampire is Buff. And for the second coat, let's see the coverage here. See, it covers really well, but be gentle when you apply it. So try to not stroke the brush too hard to get it streaky. But on two coat, it really makes a big difference, as if you can see, compared to, those two that I just painted the second coat and this nail here. So here you have two coats of My Vampire is Buff, and let's show you just a little closer. It looks kind of white on camera, as I said, but in real life it is more like a really pale beige nude. And here we have a really interesting color. It is like a tan beige shimmer, and I think it's a bit of a rosy tone, like a rosy nude, but it's hard to describe it exactly how it is, but it's like a beige rosy nude. And I think it's really pretty. Let's see what it looks like on the nails. But first off, the name of this polish is Hands Off My Kielbasa. This color has a lot of shimmer in it. And like I said, I think it's a really interesting color. I think it goes on really smoothly, and it has pretty good coverage on one coat. But as I always say, apply a second coat for best opacity and things like that. So let's see here. It goes on really smoothly. There you have one coat of Hands Off My Kielbasa. And onto the second coat. I think this color will be absolutely gorgeous on tan hands. In the spring and summertime. And I think it's beautiful. It doesn't make a huge difference on the opacity. It makes a difference, but not. It gives a bit more depth to the color. But it's really pretty. And here you have two coats, and a little close up here. Two coats of Hands Off My Kielbasa. And here is a beautiful yellowish golden shimmer, and it is a little bit similar to Golden Eye, but yet not. And I'm going to show you in comparison. They are not dupes, definitely not, but they are both kind of a yellowish gold. This is Golden Eye from the Skyfall collection, and it was this Christmas collection for 2012. And as you can see, they are like long lost cousins, but they are definitely not siblings. And well, how to describe it? This is more of a bronzy yellowish gold, and this is more like a cold tone yellow gold. But this is the color we're gonna look on to right now, and this one has the name Oj, another Polish joke. This is a very shimmery color and like a bit of metallic, and it is very light and sheer on the first coat, but I found that it was the same thing when you applied Skyfall. I mean GoldenEye from the Skyfall collection, sorry. And that the second coat really made a huge difference. But you can see here it's very shimmery and pretty and golden, yellowish gold. It was easy to apply, but it is quite sheer. So we're gonna see what big difference it makes with 2 coats, but here you have 1 coat. And on to coat number 2. Oops, got a lot on my brush here. I find that it is still quite sheer, and if you want full opacity, you might have to put on 3 coats, or it depends on how thin your coats are. I'm doing pretty thin here, so I'm sure if you had a little bit thicker coats, it would really make a difference. It covers pretty well, but if you look on the top of my nail, you can see through a little bit. But here you have 2 coats. And here is a warm metallic copper shimmer, and as you can see, it's really warm tone, it's really pretty. And this one has the name A Woman's Prerogative. So let's see how this goes on. Oh, this is quite opaque, and it actually has a bit of a red tone in the base. Looks really pretty, even on 1 coat. I really am a big fan of metallic shimmery polishes, and I think this one is absolutely gorgeous. Here you have 1 coat of A Woman's Prerogative. And coat number 2. Really easy to apply, goes on smoothly, and even though it's a shimmer, but shimmers are normally no problem. Sometimes it might be the glitters, depending on how big sized glitters there are. Oops. And here you have 2 coats. Let's see a bit close up. Kind of a reddish coppery tone. And here is a true spring color. I think it's so pretty. And I'd say this is a light lilac cream. And it has very small fine shimmer in it, like silver shimmer. But it's very fine. This is a cream shade, so it's not like as shimmery as the other ones I just showed you. But if you look really closely, you can see, I don't know if it shows here on camera, but let's put this onto the nails. But this one has the name You're Such a Budapest. I'm a big fan of OPI's cream shades, and this is so pretty. It goes on smoothly, a little streaky too as the first one I showed you, but 2 coats, as I always say, I'm a 2-coat polish girl. Well, Swedish girl, but anyway. There you have 1 coat. And then coat number 2. I think this is like the ultimate spring color. This is so pretty. I love these pastels. They are so nice, and you really see a big difference from 1 coat into 2 coats. There you have 2 coats of the color You're Such a Budapest. And here is a close-up. Here is a color I think will be one of the most popular colors for this spring because it is just so much spring and it's so pretty, and well, I love this color. I haven't tried it out yet, so we're gonna see what it looks like on. But this is an aqua blue cream and I think it's absolutely beautiful. And this one has the name Can't Find My Checkbook. Here is yet another lovely cream color, but this one has such great opacity on one coat. It's amazing. There you go, one coat of this beautiful aqua blue cream. And now onto coat number 2. There you see a great full opacity of this gorgeous aqua blue cream. I just love this color. So here you have 2 coats of Can't Find My Checkbook. And here we have another favorite of mine, which I think will also be a favorite among this collection for many people. And this is a truly beautiful, vibrant pink cream polish. And it is really bold and vibrant, and I just love this color. And this one has the name Suzy's Hungary again. I have a weak spot for very bright pink colors, well, pink in general. And let's see how this one goes on. It goes on really easily, and since it's a cream, it has good opacity. 2 coats is still to recommend, because unless you put on a really thick coat, the first one, it will be a little bit streaky. Maybe not if you just put a little bit more. I think it might have been a bit thin coat here, but here is one coat of Suzy's Hungary again. And for coat number 2, now we're talking bright pink with full opacity. Ah, these are so gorgeous, so pretty, and so easy to work with. I just made a little too harsh stroke there. So there you go, there we have 2 coats of this beautiful vibrant pink Suzy's Hungary again. I think this is kind of like a Barbie pink. It's so beautiful. And here we have a beautiful spicy orange red, and this color has the name My Paprika is Hotter Than Yours. Another cream shade, and whoa, is this opaque, or whoa, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that opacity, just touching the nail. Oh, I love this, it's so pretty. That would really look good if you're tan. I mean, imagine this in the springtime or in the summertime and having a nice tan skin. It will look so gorgeous. So here you have one coat, and on to coat number 2. cream polishes are, as I've said a couple of times now, definitely my favorites because they're so easy to apply and it goes on so smoothly, and the opacity, and they're just amazing. And here you have 2 coats of this spicy orange red. My paprika is hotter than yours. And here is a deep eggplant purple cream. I think it's gorgeous, but it might not be my cup of tea for color to wear on spring or summer, but maybe for like a party at night or something, because it's a beautiful color, definitely, and it's very suitable for the last part of the winter. But of course, if this is your cup of tea, then it's definitely for you, and then you should wear it. And this one has the name Want to Bite My Neck. This really is very deep, as you can see. Eggplant purple, but it has this lovely cream finish that I like. Covers pretty well on one coat. So there is one coat, and coat number 2. And there you have 2 coats of this creamy deep eggplant purple. Want to Bite My Neck. And here we have a deep, kind of like a royal ink blue, and I think it's really pretty, really deep. And this one has the name OPI, Youre So Warsaw. So yet another cream with great opacity. Really deep blue. There you have one coat, and coat number 2. This is a blue I think would be really pretty, like with a sailor themed outfit. It's so pretty, so deep. And here you have 2 coats of OPI, Youre So Warsaw. And here is another blue, a deep midnight blue cream, and this is really pretty. And if you compare it to the other blue, the one we just swatched, OPI Youre So Warsaw, this one is darker and a bit colder in its tone. I think this is a bit more of a royal ink blue, and this is more like a cobalt blue, kind of. I will show you a picture of these 2 next to each other so you can see in comparison. And this one has the name I Saw, You Saw, We Saw, Warsaw. Ha. So let's try out this blue cream. Same with this one, very easy application. A beautiful creamy color that is pretty opaque on a first coat. But apply a second coat for best opacity. It's better to have 2 thin coats than one really thick one. It's a lot easier to mess up if you do one really thick one instead of two thin one, because it dries better. So here you have one coat and coat number 2. And there you go, 2 coats of I Saw You Saw We Saw Warsaw. And a little close up here. And then the final color in this collection, which is a glitter. I love glitters, and this one is absolutely beautiful. It is a clear base, and it has blue and violet chunky glitters. And this one has the name Polka.com. This is a pretty light glitter, as you can see. This is more like a glitter you would put on top of another color. It's beautiful. Of course you could wear it as it is, but then you would have to apply pretty good amount of, I think at least 2 layers, of course, but perhaps even 3. So we're gonna see first what this looks like on its own. And you see the hexagon glitters, they tend to, you have to put them back. There you go. There is one coat, and now for a second coat. And here you have 2 coats of the glitter Polka.com. Let me show you a little close up. I love that there are different colors in the hexagon glitters, and it has small, really small fine glitters too. You can see that in the clear base. But here you have 2 coats of Polka.com. And here I just wanted to show you a couple of demonstrations. This is the glitter on its own, and here it is layered on top of You're Such a Budapest, and here it's on top of Suzy's Hungary again, and here it's on top of Want to Bite My Neck. And I'll show you them more up close. The glitter on its own, the pink one, and on top of this dark one. I think this is so beautiful. I really like this combination. Look at that. Wow. This collection will be out in February, in the beginning of February, and I'm not sure, it might vary depending on which country you live in, but I think it says here week 5, so that's like in the first week of February. And you could always look that up at your local beauty supply store. And I hope you liked this swatch video. Please leave me feedback on what you think was good, what I could do better, and leave me feedback so I know how to do better. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.